Yeah, we all know the complaints. Fans constantly saying Invincible's animation is weak, that season after season it keeps getting worse. And honestly, I get it. There are certain scenes with genuinely rough animation. We saw that recently in the Dark Blood episode. A good 2 minutes of a still image. To be fair, the next episode was absolutely brutal. But anyway, why isn't Invincible 3D instead of 2D? This question came to me after seeing something incredible on social media. And no, I'm not talking about the amazing 3D fan arts people make online. Although those are genuinely perfect. I'll leave the link in the description, massive props to that artist. I'm talking about Invincible Versus, a game being developed by Quarter Up and Skybound Entertainment, with visuals that are absolutely perfect. Cartoony, clean, and matching the comic style beautifully. Look at the Conquest artwork, for example. That is perfect. The characters look honestly better than what we have in the show. But is it better because it's 3D? No, not at all. There are plenty of stunning 2D animations out there. Dragon Ball has beautiful visuals. X-Men 97 is another example of a 2D show with absolutely incredible shots. Speaking of Dragon Ball, they've always been a 2D show, but recently with the film Dragon Ball Super Superhero, they decided to mix things up and go heavy on 3D, including the characters themselves. I actually think the previous film looked better, but that's subjective, I guess. So no, 2D isn't better than 3D, and 3D isn't better than 2D. And here's something most people don't even notice. The show already uses 3D. I went back and rewatched, and especially in Season 1 there were plenty of 3D elements. Season 4 has them too. Where, you ask me? In the environment and larger scale objects, like cars, spaceships and buildings. Things that would take forever to draw frame by frame, or that would look weird as a flat PNG on screen. They use it here and there, and generally I think most people never notice. But all of that aside, let's actually answer the question. Why can't it look like the game? Why not full 3D? Before that, follow me, merci. Let's break it down. First, the game looks incredible, but it only has 18 playable characters. For a game, that's a solid number. But for the show, you'd need to model every single character. William, Sinclair, Amber, the Traxons, the Moller brothers, every member of the Order, the old Guardians of the Globe, Eve's dad, random people on the street,
Random people on space.
and even characters who appear even for a single scene. And the list goes on and on and on. That list grows fast. And with every character comes the cost of building them. But even if that wasn't a problem, there's another one. Telling stories in 3D is amazing, but it can be limiting. In 2D, if you want a character, you draw it. You want a cape flying in the wind, you draw it. You want a crazy environment, you draw it. 2D is just drawing, and that gives you an insane amount of creative freedom to put literally anything on screen. And Invincible needs that freedom, because the show constantly has brutal, gory moments that would be incredibly hard to pull off in 3D. Take the spaghetti scene. If you know, you know. In 3D, you'd need a fully modeled character, textures, a rig, animation, and then you'd have to destroy or manipulate that model to make the spaghetti happen. That's a complex, time-consuming process. In 2D, you just draw it. That freedom is exactly what gives the show its most insane jaw-dropping moments. The fights, the brutality, everything we love about it. So as much as the game looks phenomenal, and genuine props to that team, seriously? That visual style could never realistically be applied to the show. Not if we want a new season every year. And speaking of that, I don't think fans give the Invincible team enough credit. An animation series of this quality every single year? No other show does this. Yes, the animation isn't always perfect, but for the time they have, it's genuinely impressive. And please remember, when the animation disappoints, the blame isn't on the animators. It's on whoever is writing the checks. Wink wink. Animation takes time. There's a YouTuber I love who says, 9 women can't make a baby in 1 month. And that's exactly it. Think about this for a second. In animation, it's not really about having more people working on the same shot. Adding 3 more animators doesn't make one shot 3 times better, because usually one animator is responsible for one shot. What actually happens in big productions is, the work is split into many small shots, and each animator works on different ones at the same time. So more animators doesn't mean better quality per shot. It means more shots getting done in parallel. But here's the important part. If you want a shot to look really good, having more time matters more than having more people. One animator with enough time to refine a shot will almost always get a better result than multiple animators rushing through many shots with tight deadlines. So yeah, technically having more people helps you finish faster, but having more time, that's what actually improves the quality of each shot and each animation. No matter how many animations you draw at the project, making great scenes takes time. Time matters more than money in these cases, even though money obviously matters too. So, the show stays 2D to keep costs down, reduce production time, and most importantly to keep the creative freedom needed to bring everything from the comics to life. I'm genuinely trying to make longer videos full time, so from the bottom of my heart, if you enjoyed this, leave a like, subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments. I'm Pisco the 3D guy, and I'll see you in the next one. And if you stuck around until the end, the next video is going to be a banger. I promise you.